Hello YouTube, Sign here with Hobbies of Man once again, and today we are doing another manga first impressions review. Today we're going to be looking at Dorohedoro Volume 1. Now, Dorohedoro is written by Q Hayashida, who happens to be a very popular mangaka right now. Dorohedoro has been a very popular series here in the US, got an anime, and people have really liked her stuff. So there's another series by her that's being released called Die Dark, so there you go. The publisher here is actually Panini Manga Mexico. This is not the US edition. As you guys can probably tell, the US edition, I think, doesn't have this nice 3D, like tactile feeling scale pattern on the volume. But there you go. That's what it looks like. It's very, very cool. It actually feels really nice too. It doesn't really feel like actual scales or anything like that, but it is cool that it's a raised kind of pattern that has this kind of like rubber texture to it. So it's a very nice kind of feeling thing, but it's very cool. And the demographic here is seinen, and the genres here are dark fantasy, and I guess there's an element of sci-fi here. I haven't seen it personally, but it says that there is, this falls under sci-fi, so I'm not exactly sure when that happens, but there you go. It is mostly a dark fantasy type of story, and like I said, it does have an anime. It's on Netflix if you guys want to watch it. It is one of those 3D CGI types, so if you don't really like that style, maybe don't check it out, but a lot of people say it's pretty good, so there you go. Let me give you a look at the volume here, and then we can talk about the premise here. So here's the cover. Like I said, the scale pattern only goes up to the edge of the front. Here's the spine. Q Hayashida, Dorohedoro, Panini Manga. In Mexico, they do it this way instead of that way, like they do in the US. Here's the back. This is rubberized again, or like like shiny, where the rest of it is matte, which is very, very cool. And it's the opposite here. And here's what the volume looks like without anything. There you go. Here's the bookmark. Oops. Here's the bookmark. Dorohedoro. Oh, sorry, I think it's upside down. Here you go. Dorohedoro. Here's what it looks like on this side. And here's the volume itself. I really like this like silver red pixelated artwork kind of looking thing. It's very, very cool. And yeah. The volume consists of some color pages. Regular white and white, black and white pages. And it has a few other different types of color pages that are not like they don't have a fancy finish like these, like they would in a comic book. They're just regular print ink on paper, which is nice. It kind of has a little bit of variety there, and I think it's pretty cool. I really like the addition here. I think it's really, really nicely done. So let's talk about the premise here. It's actually kind of hard. I don't really know where the story is going, but basically there's this guy who in this is called Kaiman, but I don't know what his name is in English. I guess lizard or alligator or something, unless his name is Kaiman in English, but I very much doubt it. But in Spanish it's Kaiman, and he is a man with a lizard head, and he has been cursed by a wizard who comes from a different dimension in order to do magic research, and they use humans in this place as their research equipment, which is kind of crazy. And he's hunting down wizards, trying to kill them, because it seems like if you kill a wizard that cursed someone, the curses disappear when you kill the wizard. So he's trying to find the wizard that did this to him. He wants to get some answers and then wants to kill them so that his lizard head goes away. He has a friend with him, whose name I can't remember, but she's kind of like his companion. I think her name is Nikita or something like that. And then there's a different faction of people that are the wizards, and they're also doing stuff, but it's not clear what they're doing. So that's pretty interesting. There's a lot of stuff here. I think the world building is really interesting because it's very subtle. You don't really get that much explained to you. Like, yes, you get explained that, hey, there's this human world called Whole. It's like this region of the world. It's kind of pretty run down. It's very messed up and not very well off. But there's this other place where the wizards come from that's slightly better, and the wizards come down. They open doors magically into this world, and then run amok, and then leave when they're bored. And this creates a lot of problems for the humans, right? A lot of them end up having these deformities, like my man having his head be like a lizard. And then there's a lot of other types of world building that really isn't ever mentioned. You just kind of see it. Like, all wizards have masks for some reason, I guess to hide their identity from each other, but also from humans when they go down into Earth and stuff like that. I don't know. It's very interesting. I'm not exactly sure where the story is going, because yes, there's a very clear end goal, but there doesn't seem to be any major arc going on with the main character. However, the secondary evil characters, like the wizards, do seem to have something to do, which is hunt down main character guy, because he has been killing too many wizards. So it's pretty interesting. I'm not exactly sure that I loved it. I think it's very cool. And the talking points here are definitely that the art is crazy. It's very, very satisfying to look at. It's very interesting. But it is very grungy. Like, if you like Chainsaw Man, you'll probably like this. And if you like Chainsaw Man, or if you like this, you'll probably like Chainsaw Man, if the reverse isn't true. Or if you haven't read the other one. And it's very, very interesting, right? But it's not really, like, the most complex story-wise so far, and it didn't exactly hook me. Like, I'm not sure that I want to read more of it just based purely on this first volume. So there is that, but I do want to buy more of it. One, because if I buy this Spanish edition, it looks really cool, and it's also half the price I would pay for the American editions, which are basically out of print all the time. But also because there's a lot of hype around the series. There's a lot of interesting discussions to be had around the series, and I definitely want to be part of them. So I'm in a weird place with Dorohedoro. Like, one, it's cool. Two, I don't think the story is that strong yet. And three, I love the artwork. So where do I go? Like, do I buy more, which is probably what I'm gonna do, or do I just like let it go and come back to this later in some future, right? I'm not sure. I haven't really decided yet. But I do think I'm leaning towards buying more. However, since I buy it from Mexico, it's going to be at least 6 months before I get around to getting more volumes of it. But I definitely want to check out more of it. So there you go. That's Dorohedoro. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know what you thought. And thank you guys very much for watching. See you guys later.